Welcome to Life Force Rejuvenation. My name is John. I have a special guest. This is going to be part 2 of our mini series with Mike Ferraro, aka Tetra Healing. And I'm just going to cut him loose and let him rock and roll. Mike, how are you?
Good, sir. Thanks for having me on again, buddy.
Oops, hold on a second. We got to do this. Oh, we are recording. Go.
Wait, can we edit that out? Just kidding.
All right, so we left off when you were about 19 and you started to, get into Reiki. Tell us.
Yeah. So when I was 19, that's when I had my my last out-of-body experience, and that was the one where I was in the void, but surrounded and just filled with unconditional love and stuff like that. I got somebody coming to say hi. And then that is what made me realize that all the experiences that I was having when I was a child were out-of-body experiences. So what ended up happening is that basically just opened me up and opened up my whole world, my whole universe to the fact that who we are and what we are is not what it seems. After that experience, I got out of the Navy when I was 20. It was just a 2-year enlistment, honorable discharge, all that kind of good stuff. And then I went and moved back to Colorado and was living with my buddy, Jeff, who's, I've known him since 4th grade. And he actually went to massage school when he was like 17. He's actually still a massage therapist. He's still living in Colorado and super successful. He's really, really good at it. At the time, so we were rooming together at the time when I was 20. And that experience basically just kind of opened me up, like I said, to just the different things about us energetically, the fact that there's so much more about who we are and what we are, what we're capable of. Even before I even knew about Reiki. After the Navy, I was working at a place called the Denver Jet Center. It's an FBO at a place called Centennial Airport. It's the second largest commuter airport in the country, at least back then it was. This is back in the mid-90s. And I remember getting into healing at that point, just kind of naturally on my own. Before even knowing about energy work and stuff like that, I was starting to do kind of hands-on stuff with people, people that might have headaches or things like that, fellow coworkers, friends. I would be like, hey, just sit down for a second. I'll put my hands on you and see if I can help. And I would end up helping people. But one of the things that I would do is I would actually take whatever it was that they were going through, whether it was a headache or a stomach ache or something like that, I would actually take that on myself. And I would start to feel it. And I remember one time I got so drained, I just started crying after it was done. The person felt great and they left, then 2 minutes later, I'm just in tears and I'm like, oh my God, I started shaking. And what I was doing is I didn't know how to protect myself. And I also was taking on what they were experiencing. So I would feel the pain, the stomach ache, the headache, things like that. So then my roommate, he had a really good friend. Her name was Elizabeth Beamer, and she was a Reiki master. And so he was like, hey man, if you want, I'm going to be getting tuned to Reiki. So it'd be cool if you were to join me, So I did, got attuned to level 1. At the time, it was absolutely life-changing, being 20 years old and just learning all about the different aspects of energy work and things like that. And then by the time, I got attuned to level 3, I think I was 21 by the time I was done with everything when I got to master level. And my buddy and I moved to Arizona to try to open up we were going to work together out there. He was going to do the massage. I was going to do the energy work. In Arizona, we were living in Mesa. There was a brand new massage school that opened up called the Southwest Institute of Healing Arts. And it was located in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I ended up having to go to massage school because in Arizona, you can't do energy work or any kind of body work on anyone, even if you don't touch them, without a massage therapy license. So I went ahead and went to massage therapy school. I finished my massage course, which was just a Swedish massage, and then also my anatomy course. And all I had left was my elective. And the house that I was living in at the time, I had, I think, 3 roommates. It was like a 4-bedroom house. One of my roommates lit a candle, forgot about it. Whole house burnt down. Didn't have a renter's insurance, lost absolutely everything. And with that process, because of that, I didn't actually finish massage school. So my buddy ended up moving back to Colorado. And at that point I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to do some more life adventure stuff. I ended up moving over to San Diego. And when I was in San Diego, I got really heavy into music. But I was also still very heavy into spirituality and things like that. And I was doing a lot of reading at that time, reading tons of books. But music kind of became more of the forefront, and the healing kind of became more of a something that I would just kind of do on the side, do for people. It was always a part of my life, but it wasn't the main thing in my life anymore. And music kind of became that until, let's see, then I moved to Seattle when I was 25. Wait, so hold on. So it was San Diego. I was there for probably about 3 years. And then I moved back to Colorado. My cat's got my my microphone. I moved back to Colorado for a short while, probably like another 1 or 2 years, and then met a buddy of mine out there, and then we both moved to Seattle, and I've been in Seattle ever since. So I got to Seattle in 2000. Still really heavy into music, and also still doing, you know, my own personal spiritual growth and practices and things like that, and then doing the energy work on the side still. When I was 30, I met my wife. We started dating. I was actually waiting tables at the time. That was my main job. And I was doing that so I could have the freedom to be able to go on tour with my band and things of that nature. At the time, I was in an alternative band, almost got signed to a label out of New York. Our lead guy at that exact same time that we were kind of doing negotiations or getting ready we were getting ready to go to New York to talk to the label. It was a smaller label, but they were big enough to have tour buses and stuff like that. So it was still kind of cool. At least the thought of it, the potential. But the lead guy got addicted to some pretty bad drugs. And in order for him to get clean, he had to move back to New Mexico, where he was from. So the band broke up, and that was pretty much the end of that. That's when I got into construction. Worked my way up in construction from a laborer all the way up to like a project manager, building neighborhoods and $1 billion homes and things of that nature, up until COVID hit, and then I got laid off. And when I got laid off from that, that's when I decided to start the actual business of Tetra Healing. But rewind maybe about 5 years ago or so, is when I really started to get the feeling in my heart where I was like, okay, I need to get back into healing and start doing this for a living again. Or not even again. I need to make this the forefront of what it is that I'm doing with my life, and not have it be something on the back burner. So I got cat hair all over my nose. I know, you know what that's like. I see that little guy over the back. So that experience a few years ago, I did a session, not a session actually. It was actually a Christmas Eve, and it was a Christmas party at my wife's cousin's place, and one of her aunts were there, and she was having a really bad back issue, and I was like, hey, I'll do some work on it. They all knew that I did energy work. So she's sitting on a chair backwards in the kitchen, and I'm sitting on the floor, and I'm doing work on her. And probably after about 15, 20 minutes, you know, my hands are burning up and super hot. And then I end up feeling her back pop. There was this pop. It was almost audible. And then right when it happened, she goes, and I was like, "Oh, you okay?" She's like, "Yeah. Oh my God, I feel great." So she stands up and she's like moving around a little bit. She's like, "My back feels amazing." And I was like, "Sweet." That's incredible. Right on. She texts me about 2 weeks later saying that her back is still absolutely perfect and amazing. And she's starting, like she went to the doctor. The doctor's like, whatever was kind of going on is doing a lot better for you. I don't know what you did, but you did it good. And that was that night. I came home, I went into meditation, and I said from my heart to the universe, this is what I want to be doing for my life and for my career. Please teach me, help me, show me what it is that I need to do. And then my entire life just completely opened up at that point. And it was just basically, it was like, okay, I hope you're ready. Here we go. That was, that's what started it.
Cool. All right, we're gonna pick this back up in part 3. Dude, you're amazing. I've always known you're amazing. Pleasure and an honor.
You're amazing, buddy. Thank you.
Sure. It's a pleasure and an honor to share space with you.
Right on, man.
See
Same
you
here.
again soon.